I keep looking. I'm breathing like a cow. I want to pick a different one. Can I pick? I'm cheating. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. First off, I want to say Happy New Year. We are starting this year off strong. We're going to be doing a TBR. So this month I decided that I wanted to hop on the trend of using the TBR jar prompts to pick my reads for the month. So that is what we're going to be doing in this video. Okay, so I'm thinking that I want to pick the prompts first, and then I'll probably put them on my phone, like in my notes app, and then we'll move over to my bookshelves, and then we will select the books that match up to the prompts. Okay, I'm a bit nervous and I feel like I'm gonna try and cheat and like pick whatever I actually want, but I think for the most part I was nice and only wrote down ones that I feel like I would actually do, but some of these are a little like, ugh. So we'll see. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so the first one that I picked is Icebreaker. I'm literally just going to read the book Icebreaker because it's been on my TBR for a little bit now, and I was hoping that I was gonna get this one because I really want to read it. I've heard a lot of good things about it from several booktubers, so this is fun. I'm excited. This is gonna be the first one. I don't even have to look for it because it's just this book, so that's fun. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in my phone now in my notes so that I have it written down. Okay. Book number one is Icebreaker. Let's do the second one. Oh my gosh, I have to stop looking. I'm like cheating. Okay, this one says a book with a person on the cover. I feel like I don't have like a ton of books, so hopefully I can find one with someone on the cover. Book with a person on the cover. Number 3. A memoir. Okay, I think I only have one memoir, so I already know what book this is gonna be, but that's fine though, because I feel like I've had that book for at least 6 months and I've never touched it, but I was dying to get it and then I bought it and never read it, so now I'm gonna read it, hopefully. Number 3 is a memoir. Okay, let's pick number 4 now. I keep looking. I'm like trying not to cheat, but it's hard. A yellow cover book. Okay, there's a this is bad. There's like specific books that I already have in my head that I want to read, so I feel like this is like, I already know at least 3 of the books that I'm going to be picking, but that's fine. It's good. It's good because they're on my TBR, like just in my head. But you know, I thought, you know, if I do this, it'll be fun. So it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna read this and then I end up reading it or don't end up reading it, you know, but I'm gonna try and stick to this. Okay, I'm picking, oh, by the way, I did not mention, but I'm gonna pick 10 books and we're gonna read them. I'm going to read at least 10 books this month. We're gonna do it. We're starting off strong. I feel like I slacked off so bad last year. I only read like 12 books. My goal was like 35. Yeah, did not. Totally missed the mark there. But this year I literally just opened my Goodreads and I set my reading goal to 50. So yeah, boom. Reading goal, if you can't even see that. 2024 reading goal set to 50. I'm gonna do it. Your girl is gonna read 50 books. Look, see, like even if I only read like for the first 5 months of the year and I read 10 books every month, then boom, I already hit my goal. So we can do it. I know it. Okay. Anyway, number 5. There's one in here that I really don't want to get, and it's like, I think it's like read over 400 pages. Like, I don't know, am I the only person? Like sometimes I'll want to read a book, but if it's so long, I feel like I'm gonna get bored. And I don't typically read books, like I don't read multiple books at a time. So if I'm reading one book, I stick to it. But I think that's why I end up getting in slumps. Like let me know if you guys can relate to that, because personally, if I read a book that's like over like 300, okay, over like 400 pages, then I'm kind of like getting bored. But if it's like 350, like whatever, I can do that. But once it hits like 400 and up, I'm like you know, I just get bored. Oh, okay, I got blue cover, so that's fun. I don't know if I have a book that I have in mind for this, but I don't know, I wanted to get blue cover for some reason, so Maybe I do have a book. We'll find out. Okay, next one is blue cover. 4 more. So we're on to prompt number 6 now. Let's pick. Okay, a book by an author you love. I don't know. I feel like I don't really have like any specific author that I love. I don't know why I wrote this down. This is stupid. I'm just gonna pick maybe like, maybe I'll do it this way. Is that like changing the rules? I don't care. You know what? It's my video, whatever. We're gonna do like an author that I've read at least 2 books from. Let's do it that way because I feel like I can't be like, if someone asked me, oh, what's your favorite author? I would be like, I don't have one. I just read whatever, so I don't know, but we'll see. So we're just gonna say a book by an author you've read more than 2 books from. Number 7. It says a book that ends on a cliffhanger. Okay, I feel like this one is kind of gonna be hard because how am I gonna know how the book ends, obviously? And I don't wanna read the end of the book to find out. So I think I'm just gonna base it off like the cover and maybe the synopsis and be like, okay, I think this book is gonna end like, you know, like, ooh, like what's gonna happen next? But also maybe I'll pick a book from a series because then maybe it'll hello? Maybe I'll pick a book from a series because then it'll pick up from where the last book left off. You know? I've got 2 more. I'm so close. I really don't want to get the one that is like over 400 pages. Like, no, please. Okay, pick a book that was recommended from a booktuber. Okay. Okay. I will have to watch a book rec video or something maybe. 2 more. Okay. A cheesy book. Okay, I feel like this one I'm just gonna base it off the cover. Like if the book looks like it could be something fun and cheesy, like a cute little rom-com vibe is probably what my, no, I wanna pick a different one. Can I pick, I'm cheating. I'm gonna pick a different one. Okay, a book that starts with the word the. Okay, that's fair. My last one, I hope it's a good one. Book by an author you haven't read before. That's a good one. I feel like there's a lot of books that I have by just random authors and I could pick something from Kindle or whatever, even if I don't have the physical book, so that works. So let's go through my prompts and we will start picking books from my shelf. Okay, welcome to my bookshelf. We are going to start picking books now. Okay, so the first book is Icebreaker, which I actually have on my nightstand, so I'm gonna go get that real quick. Okay, so this is our first book. I just really want to read it. It just is a very cute cover and I'm excited, and it's a hockey romance, I think. That's the vibe is giving off, like a cute little high school hockey romance, maybe college, but yeah, I don't know, it just looks really cute and cheesy. So book number 1 is a book with a person on the cover. So now I'm gonna look through and see if I can find one with a person on the cover, but nothing is coming to mind, so hopefully I find one. So I have decided to go with Mary Jane by Jessica Anya Blah? I don't know, but I've decided to go with this book. It looks very summery, so that's fun, even though I'm like in the dead winter, but that's okay. Next book is a memoir, which like I said, I only have 1 memoir, so this is like an obvious one for me. So for the memoir, we are going with I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. I've been eyeing this book for a long time and I got it and I just never ended up reading it. I don't know why. I think I just kept putting it off, and like I said, 2023 was definitely not the month for, or the month. 2023 was definitely not the year for me reading wise, so I'm definitely hopeful for this year though. So now we're moving on to book number 4, which is a yellow book cover, and I already know which book I want to choose because I've heard so much about it. So for my yellow book cover, I have picked The 7-Year Slip. I've heard really good things about this book. Just to read it, I'm excited. I just heard this book has to do with magic, and I think it's like set in an apartment and she's kind of like 7 years, I don't know if it's 7 years in the past or 7 years in the future. I think it's in the past. Ooh, maybe, oh, okay, she's gonna, oh, that's cute. Okay, it sounds like she's gonna like end up falling for some guy, but it's 7 years in the past. But I know that sometimes she enters the apartment and it's 7 years in the past, and then sometimes she'll come in and then it's present day. So that's interesting. And I want to see how that, like, I wonder if she can control how it goes back to 7 years, or how does that work? So I'm interested to read this, and everyone that I've like heard about it from has rated it 5 stars, so I hope I enjoy it as well. So number 5 is a book with a blue cover. Ugh. Why am I doing this to myself? It's like, oh my
gosh, I don't want to get the one that's like, oh, reading over 400 pages. And
this is the book that I decided to pick. This is my blue cover book. It's Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I've had this book for months. Also, I've been meaning to read it. It's been on my TBR for a very long time, and I just haven't read it. So I'm gonna read it now. It's 500 pages, so that's great. But if it's a good enough story, I think I'll be into it. Like, I don't read books in between reading another book, so maybe this might be a book that I have to like kind of read something else in between while I'm reading it, just to keep myself into it, because it's 500 pages. Like, what could she possibly have to say? But I guess we'll find out, right? Number 6 is a book by an author you read more than 2 books from, or technically like an author that I like, but I don't really know. Like, if you ask me, I don't really have an answer for you. I feel like there's so much controversy over this author right now, but I have read a lot of her books. I've read like at least 4 of them. So am I saying she's like up there for me? No, not anymore. I don't know. I don't really read her books anymore, but I do have this book and I haven't read it yet, so I am gonna read it. And it is Maybe Sunday by Colleen Hoover. If anyone wants to fill me in on what the tea is, like why do we not like her anymore, I would greatly appreciate that. But for now, this is going on my TBR. Okay, number 7, a book that ends on a cliffhanger. Okay, I feel like this one is difficult just because I don't really know. Obviously, the whole point of reading the book is to get to the end, you know? And I'm just gonna pick a book from a series. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I lied. I don't know if these are part of a series or not, but I feel like I'm gonna go with a mystery book for this one, just because I think like a mystery or thriller would potentially end on a cliffhanger. So we'll see if that actually is true. Okay, so I have picked a couple. I don't know which one I'm gonna pick yet, but I have The Guest List by Lucy Foley, and then I have The Woman in the Window by AJ Finn, and then I have The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. And then I Told You This Would Happen by Elaine Murphy. So I don't really know which one to choose. Should I pick the one with like the least amount of pages, just because Things We Never Got Over is really scaring me? Okay, I'm gonna go with The Guest List by Lucy Foley. Okay, number 8 is a book recommended from a booktuber. I think for that one, I'm gonna go with Once Upon a Broken Heart, because I have seen this recommended by a lot of booktubers and a lot of people have liked it, I think. So hopefully I enjoy it. All right, number 9 is a book that starts with the word the. I think I'm gonna go with The Perfect Marriage for this one. I feel like I started this book and I read like maybe 10 pages of it and then I DNF'd it. Well, it wasn't really like I DNF'd it. Well, I guess I did, but it was more so just like I was reading it and then I just never picked it up again. But it wasn't like I DNF'd it because I wasn't enjoying it, you know? So yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna pick this book. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, my stack fell. Okay, the last one is an author I haven't read before. For this one, I've decided to go with Ellen Hilderbrand because I have a couple of her books, but I've never read any of her books before, so I am interested to get into this, even though I love that it's like set in the summer. I feel like her books are very summer themed, and Obviously it's January, you know, so not exactly the season for that, but I don't know, maybe it's gonna set me up in a good mood because I'm like, oh, this weather is kind of bringing me down. Maybe the book will bring me up, lift me up. So we'll see. Okay, guys, we have okay guys, these are the 10 books on my TBR for the month, thanks to our little TBR jar. Why am I out of breath? Oh my gosh. I just grabbed the books and I'm like breathing like a cow. Anyway, that is the end of my video. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned to see which books I end up reading, and oh my gosh! Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!